YouTube, and we are here learning and playing at home during our quarantine. I've got Vera Ray here with me. She's gonna do some fun stuff with us today, and I brought my bunny Blueberry. Since it is Easter time, we thought that we would do a fun egg hunt with Blueberry Bunny. Now, he is not the Easter Bunny, but he does love this springtime of year, so he's gonna help us hide some eggs today. But instead of just looking for the eggs, we're gonna make a map of our backyard. So today it's really nice out, but don't worry, if it's not nice, you can make a map of your living room, or maybe your bedroom, or your kitchen, any room in your house. And then you can exchange your map with a sibling, or a mom, or a dad, or a grandma, whoever you've got in your house, and see if they can find your eggs on the map. So what you're gonna need is a piece of paper, some markers or colored pencils, and I'm going to show you exactly how to draw a map. Okay friends, we are back and ready to draw our map. I got a Sharpie. I chose to use a Sharpie instead of a pencil, and I brought some colored pencils and a piece of paper. So the first thing you want to do before you start your map is think about where do you want to draw, and spend a few minutes looking around that space and thinking about where the objects are placed. Do you have furniture in the room? If you're outside, are there trees? So let's get started. The first thing every map needs is a good title. Your title is going to go at the top of your map. So you need to decide if you want it horizontal or vertical. I'm going to do mine horizontal because that's more the shape of my yard. And since it's my yard, I'm going to title it Mrs. Hamilton's Yard. And remember your apostrophe for your S to show that it's your yard. I'm going to underline my title. I think that looks pretty good. The other thing that your map needs is a key. A key is going to be found in the corner of your map somewhere, and it's going to tell everybody what the things are on your map. So I'm going to set aside a little bit of space for my key down here just by making a square, and I have to remember to label that my key. Okay, now I'm ready to start drawing my map. My backyard starts out with a path that goes in, and I have a fence on both sides of my path. So I'm going to think about a symbol I might use for a fence. I'm going to draw 2 lines, and then I'm going to use vertical lines to show my fence posts. Just like that. I'm going to add this to my key so that Vera Ray knows that this is a fence in our backyard. So I'm going to draw my symbol. This is the symbol for fence. Remember, a symbol is a picture that represents something. And next to it, I'm just going to write fence. That way she'll know it's a fence. Okay, thinking about my backyard, I have 2 little buildings. One is right here. I'm just going to use a square with a B in it to show that this is a building. I don't need to draw a whole house or what the building looks like because remember, this is just a symbol. I have another building over here. I'm going to use the same symbol. This one's bigger, so I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger and put my B. So since I added 2 things to my map, I'm going to add something to my key. I'm going to draw my square with a B, and remember that represents a building, so I'm going to add that to my key. Believe it or not, friends, we have more fences. We have a fence that goes along this way, and I have a fence that goes on the back this way. Since I already added that symbol to my key, I don't need to add it again. I can just draw in my symbol and move on. All right, looks like just a couple more things we need to add. We have a swing set in our yard, so I'm going to use a symbol that looks like this for our swing set. we have two swing sets. We have a big one and then we have a smaller little slide. But since it's sort of the same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and use the same symbol, but it's smaller because this one is smaller. So since that's a new symbol, I need to add it to my key, and I'm gonna call that a playscape. All right, friends, we're almost finished. The last thing I'm gonna add in my backyard map is a giant circle over here. And on my map, this big circle is going to represent a trampoline because we have a trampoline in the backyard. All right, I think my map is all done. The next thing I need to do is decide where I'm gonna hide my eggs so that Vera Ray can go hunt and find them. So I'm gonna use colored pencils for my eggs just to make it a little more fun and springy. So let's see. I'm gonna hide my first egg right in front of my small building. So I'm gonna draw a little egg there for her to find. That way when she looks at the map, she can look at the key, know it's a building, find herself on the map, and know that she will find an egg there, hopefully with a treat inside. I think I'm going to put an egg over by the swing set here on this side and one on this side because it'll be more fun to find two eggs over there by our first playscape. Let's see, friends, where else should we put our eggs? Oh, definitely we should put an egg by the trampoline. That is a great place to hide an egg. I bet lots of you have trampolines at your house too. All right, so let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs hidden. That's not quite enough. I think I need a few more eggs for her to find for the spring egg hunt. I'm gonna hide an egg by this building. And notice I'm putting it in the front, so she should know that her egg is gonna be in the front of the building, not in the back of the building. So she's gonna practice her map skills as she's reading this. I think I'm gonna put another egg right over here by the fence, sort of by our first building. That looks like a good one. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. Let's put one more, a nice red egg. I think I'd like a red egg. I'm gonna put it by the smaller playscape so she knows that she needs to visit that playscape too. And then finally, friends, I have a giant golden egg. And we are going to put the giant golden egg behind this building. And I'm going to draw it bigger so she knows that that is the big prize. Okay, so we are ready. If you are ready with your map, you can give that to a brother or a sister and have them hunt and find eggs. Or you could give it to mom or dad and see if they can find your eggs. But in this case, we're gonna give it to Vera Ray and see if she can find our eggs. So I will meet you in the backyard. Hey friends, we're back in the backyard with Vera Ray and Blueberry. Hi. Blueberry helped me hide all the eggs on the map for Vera Ray, so he's ready to see if she can find the eggs. And he even kept some in his stroller. He has a special stroller, all of his own, so he can take walks with us and be outside without getting loose. Okay, Blueberry, you ready? All right, he's ready. Vera Ray, do you have your basket?
I have my basket.
She has her basket. Okay, here is our map. My map has a title. It is Mrs. Hamilton's Yard. Down in my map, it has a key to tell you all of the things you're gonna find in your map. So you can check out the symbols. We have a fence, a building, a playscape, and a trampoline. On your map, you're gonna find colorful eggs. That's where you're gonna find your eggs. Are you ready to hunt?
I'm ready.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go. did you find all the eggs?
Yes.
Yes, hi Paw. Nice job. Blueberry did a great job hiding our eggs. So if you decide to make a map at your house and go on an egg hunt, or maybe you don't have any eggs, that's okay. You could hunt for little action figures that you hide, or even just rocks to have some fun with a sibling while you're at home. Be sure to leave a comment and tell me if they were able to follow your map. Thanks for watching Mrs. HammyTube, and we'll see you next time.